Hi beautiful souls, and welcome back to the channel. And today's video is, as the title stated, a oracle card reading for the month of July. So we're diving into the major themes and basically what to focus on, what to grow, what to spend time doing more of, and what to avoid and what to let kind of die off in the month of July. Basically, I'm going to change it up a little bit this time. I am going to do the major theme for the first part of the reading. Then what I'm going to do is just break up the reading into something that's more specific for you. So I've got 3 crystals here. I've got the, why am I forgetting? Red Jasper here. And then I've also got the Amethyst. Now we'll zoom in on these. And I've also got a beautiful clear quartz cluster right there. So basically, as I'm going through the major theme, just kind of have a little look at the crystals, choose which one's standing out to you, and then I'm going to do a card reading that's more specific for you right now. All right, so the major theme I'm looking for. So I call upon the divine spirit, the divine ancestral spirit that permeates all things in existence, and I call upon my own divine higher self energy and the divine higher self energies of those watching this video. And I ask that the major theme that we should be focusing our attention and energy on in the month of July 2021 be revealed through this deck. Okay, so I'm just going to split the deck. Easy. All right, well, I'm pretty sure this has come up a lot of times in the past few months, but it's the Orchid Priestess of Destiny. So we're kind of like midway through the year 2021. Yeah, I guess it has been a bit easier than 2020. I'm currently in lockdown right now here in like South Sydney in Australia. So, you know, things go up and down and round, and we can get into the flow of things and then we can be stunted again. So this message is really familiar. It feels like it is coming through from some of the past month, but basically the Orchid Priestess of Destiny is saying that your divine highest future and destiny will continue to call you forward again and again, and it won't stop. Regardless of how much you push it down or how much you say you're too busy, or maybe new things have come into your life, like having kids or a new relationship or a new workplace that's quite demanding, or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The Orchid Priestess of Destiny, that beautiful flute, that call of your highest spiritual truth and destiny will always call you forward again and again. So the month of July is just encouraging you, regardless of whether you've dropped it for months or years, or you've dropped it even for a few weeks or a few days, it's safe to return, and it's just going to continue to call you forward again and again. So just heed those calls and heed those messages, and just lovingly pick it up where you left off. Nothing was lost. There's no punishment for putting things down and forgetting about it. You're not behind your peers. You haven't wasted any time. Like, everything has been on purpose. But in the month of July, you're going to feel that new inspiration calling you forward, those new insights, those impulses. You know, maybe even the right people at the right time are coming in to re-inspire you. Yeah, basically your higher self is saying, I'm going to keep giving you this message until you listen to it. And it doesn't matter how many times you perceive failure, or you do fail, or you fuck up. It doesn't matter. It's going to keep calling you again and again. It's just having the courage and having the faith to continue to move forward. I'm kind of getting reminded of that saying, I'm going to Google it. I'm going to Google it because I don't remember it off by heart and it's really big. Here it is. Okay. The Man in the Arena, and it's Theodore Roosevelt's quote. So it is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man or woman who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. And that is like giving me goosebumps and just making me like, this is the message in this card. And write down that quote, put it on your fridge, put it in your journal, and just meditate it on in the coming months. Do not worry if you fuck up and fail, just continue moving forward. Yes. Okay, so we are going to move on now to a little mini message that's more specific for you. So again, paying attention to the crystals and picking the crystal that's standing out most to you right now. So I'm going to start with red jasper, and I'm going to ask, using the Kuan Yin deck as always, first. If you've done a one-on-one reading with me, you know Kuan Yin is just forefront always. So I ask my divine higher self and the divine higher selves of those who will watch this video, Thanos, using those who have picked red jasper, I ask for a message and guidance about what to focus on for the month of July and what to let go of, what to grow and what to let fade away. All right, this is your grow card. This is your let go card. Okay, so straight away, this isn't really in the guidebook too much, but as soon as I looked at this, Eight of Mortals, it's letting go of the opinions of others, letting go of, even if it's good intentions, just try not to share too much of your plans with other people for now, unless you know that person is someone who can hold space for you while you're kind of like, you know, getting down to the nitty gritty of what your plans are, what your desires are, or what your goals are. Just be really careful basically with who you share your plans with, because even unconsciously, kind of people can curse you in a way when you open yourself up energetically by sharing all of your plans all over social media or whatever. A lot of people are at a vibrational level where they feel jealous or they feel resentful. It's like, if you don't fit in the neat box that they've created for you, they begin to get frustrated, and you are basically showing them an aspect of humanity that is available to them, but they are too scared and too fearful to step into and express for themselves. So when you go after your dreams, or you not even essentially go after your dreams and change your life or anything like that, but when you start to walk in the truest expression of yourself, like making the right choices for your health and your well-being, making the right choices for your relationships, just, you know, reading great books and getting ideas and insights and starting to develop into the highest version of yourself, it can create unease in the people around you. Yeah, just be careful with who you tell things to, people. Just be careful about who you choose to share your ideas and your plans with, because people unintentionally curse you if they're at that low level of vibration. If you know you're in relationship with people who are expressing this for themselves and to have the ability to hold space for you while you share that with them, then that's great, share it with them. So just be really careful with who you're sharing stuff with. Let go of sharing everything with everyone, basically. And what to focus on, blessings of the Moon Maiden. So your task in the month of July is to definitely focus more on your gratitude practice. Blessings of the Moon Maiden, it's like auspicious tidings, that lucky hair, things are going to come to you and it's going to look like you've just been blessed by this unknown hand. It's like, oh, look, she's so lucky or he's so lucky. It's not that. It's that you have done the work to open your vibrational frequency to attract things of great abundance and well-being and joy and prosperity. So when you drop into a gratitude practice on a regular basis, you are literally changing your electromagnetic attractor field. And this has come up in past readings as well. So if that has stood out to you in past readings and you haven't done it already, or you've kind of just been delving in and out of gratitude practice, this is your message right now to grow into your gratitude practice and really deepen into it, because it is by far the most powerful, potent force that expands the limitations of the human experience and allows you to, it seems like magic, and we don't know how it works. I mean, I guess we're kind of learning how it works now scientifically, but it is powerful. So yeah, we'll leave that one there, and now we will move on to Amethyst, I think, getting called to that one. So that's a beautiful purple cluster there. So I'm going to shuffle the deck and ask for a card that represents a message about what to grow and what to let go of in the month of July for the people that have chosen the amethyst crystal. So here we go. All right. So basically, let's start with what to grow and what to focus on. Immortal Treasures is a really beautiful card that says, basically, when I see it, I just get this quote from, I think it's Brene Brown. Do you have the courage? Do you have the courage to bring forth your gifts? The treasures that are hidden within you are hoping that you will say yes, because essentially you are a healer. You are a healer innately, and there is something about the gifts, skills, and talents, or the hobbies and the things that you're interested in that brings healing to those who interact with it. So focus on that. Focus on the things that you're good at, essentially, and mixing that in and just mixing that into the pot. There's this sort of energy coming through. But essentially, you might have some unworthiness in regards to that. So you've got Ivory Swan Goddess coming through about what to let go of more. So can you see how she is covering her face there? Basically, Ivory and Swan are two symbolic representations of purity and beauty, and you're kind of hiding your inner soul light from the world because you don't feel good enough, that you don't have the ability to do what other people are doing or what other people are expressing in the world. That's absolute bullshit. Because you've got Immortal Treasures, I know that you have gifts, skills, and talents that are needed in this world and will literally heal the souls of the people who encounter them, whether that's through kind of physical encounters or more artistic encounters, or physical, like things like eating or whatever it is. I'm just trying to make the point, or bring the point home, that it doesn't have to be some super amazing spiritual gift that you have. It can be something so pure and so humble and so everyday that you bring healing into the lives of people that you encounter. So please, please don't hide your soul light from other people. It is needed in the world more than ever, and you're being called forth in the month of July to just heed that and just continue moving forward with it in beautiful ways and however it unveils itself to you. I think looking back at over all the card readings and how little bits of June and May and April kind of spring to mind as I read, this is definitely the theme of 2021. It's just that kind of lovingly, playfully following what you're good at and just seeing where it leads, and seeing you might not ever know how many people you can affect by just doing your thing. It's like, how far does the drop in the ocean spread? It's immeasurable. It's infinite. You affect one person, and that other person affects two other people because you shared your gifts with the world. And in your own unique way, even if it's just sharing a post that inspired you so deeply and moved you so deeply. You don't know how many other people that you are connected to need to hear that right now. So in the most humble, beautiful, kind of daily, kind of even mundane ways, how you bring healing to the world, how you are cooking with love a beautiful meal for the people in your family. There are lots of different ways. But please bring that forward. The feelings of unworthiness, not being good enough, being rejected, being misunderstood. Every single person you ever meet has those feelings and goes through it almost on a daily basis. We just, as humanity, have to continue moving forward anyway, and that comes back to that daring greatly quote. It's, those in the arena who are really living life, not those in the stands watching, making comments. And unless you've got mud on your face and dirt under your fingernails, I don't want to hear your opinion anyway. You know what I mean? Anyway. So I'm going to leave that amethyst one there. If you want a little bit more guidance towards your kind of inner gifts and skills and soul purpose, that's what I really do with my one-on-one reading. So don't be shy, reach out to me. We can work something out. So the last one that we're going to focus on now is the beautiful clear quartz. So I am going to shuffle the deck I haven't been called too much to the other decks I've kind of got sitting here, but we'll see how this one goes. So I'm going to ask for 2 cards, one that represents what to let go of and what to grow in regards to the people that have chosen the clear quartz crystal. So I ask their higher selves to come through and guide me to stop. All right. Let go, grow. All right. Okay. Call of the Dancing Crane. So this is what you are letting go of. So this is kind of astral gravity, being stuck in repetitive thought cycles and emotional cycles based on doing the same thing at the same time with the same people. So you've been called into a mix-up in your routine. So basically kind of let go of routine is so powerful. I'm not saying let go of your morning routine or let go of your nighttime routine or something that brings you great peace and joy and stability in your life. I'm not saying let go of that. I'm saying just sort of let go of the routine habits that you know, and this is discernment really, that you know that aren't that positive for you. So maybe like after dinner, you switch on TV and you watch TV for 2 hours, which, some days you just need to do that, right? You just need to decompress and just watch absolute junk and just be with no one annoying you. But really, if we create a routine out of that and we start doing it 5-6 days a week, we're just feeding our mind a lot of junk unconsciously. And yeah, it's just sort of reflecting on a few routines which you already intrinsically know that you need to get rid of or you want to get rid of. So just use the month of July to play around with letting go of the routines that you know and discern for yourself that aren't for your greatest good. I'll let you play with that. You're wise enough and intelligent enough to know what that means. So this is let go, grow. Okay, so Nectar of the Lotus is basically saying allow yourself to dive into the things, literally squeeze your heart chakra and drip beautiful, life-affirming, life-sustaining nectar into yourself. So, for example, for me, the last few months, I haven't been getting in nature and I can just kind of feel this like friction or tension. It's a really kind of fogginess that's hard to describe. And I know it comes from what are you eating? Yeah, the fogginess. I know it comes from not being barefoot, grounded in nature as often as possible. So when I did that trip up to Queensland, I did heaps of nature. I was like in the Great Barrier Reef snorkeling. I was in the Daintree rainforest. We went up to the Athlone and Tablelands, getting in waterfalls. I was so connected to nature. It literally just reset my brain and the fog was risen. It's like I could see clearly again. So just, I'm getting really pushed to that grounding, earthing aspect of this in my example. So perhaps that would be really beneficial for you. But anything that squeezes your heart chakra, anything that brings you joy, whether that's connecting with friends, whether that's any sort of, we all know what this stuff means, reading more books, writing, drawing, whatever it is, again, you're smart enough to figure that out for yourself. I don't need to spend the next 10 minutes drilling on about examples, but yeah, it's just anything that, kind of lifts the fog for you and just gets things flowing again and clears out the pathways energetically. And you'll find that your meditations get better, your own readings get better, your own sort of spiritual encounters with Source, your own ability to connect with your intuition and hear the messages. All that, when you do the things that bring you joy, literally upgrade your vibrational frequency or uplift your vibrational frequency so you're just in tune. You're just greater in tune with life and you're flowing better. So don't forget about them. And, that's linked back to the major theme in a very, very real way. It's just heeding those messages, heeding those calls and continuing the path. Even if you feel like you might have gone off for too long and maybe you're wasting your time, or am I being silly, or I need to get back to reality, or I need to be down to earth. No, you don't. We need more connection to the things that bring us joy and well-being in a very real way, the things that lift the fog. So yeah, I'm going to leave that there. So if you're still watching from the previous readings or not, doesn't really matter. I just want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for always liking, for sharing and subscribing, which means the world to me. And if you want your own one-on-one reading with me, check the description box down below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.